You're standing in ankle-deep water, the sun is warm, the ocean is calm, and something catches your eye. A creature, no bigger than a golf ball, sitting quietly in the sand, pulsing with the most beautiful electric blue rings you've ever seen. You reach down, you pick it up. You have approximately 4 minutes. Not 4 minutes until help arrives. Not 4 minutes until the pain starts. 4 minutes until you can no longer breathe. Meet Hapalochlaena, the blue-ringed octopus. 4 known species, all of them carrying enough venom to kill 26 adult humans in one bite. You won't feel. This animal weighs less than 30 grams. It fits in the palm of your hand. It has no spine, no claws, no teeth you can see. And it is, without question, one of the most lethally efficient biological weapons ever produced by evolution. Not because it's aggressive, not because it hunts humans, but because of what it carries, and how precisely it delivers it. The weapon has a name, Tetrodotoxin, TTX, and once you understand exactly what it does, and how it does it, you will never look at a tide pool the same way again. Let's talk about the payload. Tetrodotoxin is not a venom in the traditional sense. It doesn't destroy tissue. It doesn't cause inflammation. It doesn't burn. It does something far more precise, far more terrifying. Your nervous system runs on electrical signals. Every movement you make, every breath, every heartbeat is triggered by sodium ions rushing through microscopic channels in your nerve cells. Open channel, signal fires. Muscle contracts, lung expands. Heartbeats. Tetrodotoxin does one thing. It finds those channels, and it locks them. Shut. Not damaged. Not destroyed. Just locked. Like someone changed the password on every electrical switch in your body simultaneously. The signals are still being sent. Your brain is still firing. Your neurons are still trying, but nothing is getting through. The body's entire electrical grid goes silent. And here's what makes TTX unlike almost any other neurotoxin on Earth. It does this with extraordinary selectivity. It targets voltage-gated sodium channels almost exclusively. Nothing else. No collateral damage. No chaos. Pure, surgical shutdown. Let's walk through exactly what happens and when. The bite itself is almost painless. A small puncture, barely noticeable. Many victims report feeling nothing at all. That is the first trap. The absence of pain creates a window of false safety. A window evolution designed to ensure the venom has time to spread. Minute 1. Tingling begins. Lips, tongue, fingertips. The TTX has entered the bloodstream. It's finding the peripheral nervous system first. The small nerve endings. The sensation circuits. You notice something feels strange, but you're still standing, still breathing, still thinking this might be nothing. Minute 2. Nausea arrives. Vision blurs. Muscle weakness begins spreading from the extremities inward. Your hands feel heavy. Your legs begin to fail. You sit down, or you fall. The TTX has now reached the motor neurons, the nerves that tell your muscles to move. Those channels, locking shut, one by one. Minute 3. You can no longer stand. Speech becomes impossible. Swallowing, gone. The muscles of the throat, no longer responding, but your mind is completely clear. Fully conscious, fully aware, watching your own body go offline system by system. This is perhaps the most psychologically devastating aspect of TTX poisoning. Total awareness during total paralysis. Locked in real time. Minute 4. The diaphragm. The muscle that drives breathing. Its sodium channels lock. Breathing stops, not slows. Stops. Without immediate intervention, without someone breathing for you, the brain begins to lose oxygen within 4 to 6 minutes. The shutdown is complete. Now here's where evolution becomes genuinely strange. Those rings, the electric blue, the pulsing iridescence that makes this animal one of the most photographed creatures in the ocean. That display is a warning. In the language of nature, it's called aposematism. Bright color as a biological alarm signal. Don't touch me. I am dangerous. The blue-ringed octopus only activates those rings when it feels threatened, when it's stressed, when it's ready to bite. In its resting state, it's brown, mottled, invisible, a master of camouflage hiding in plain sight. The tragedy is that the warning is also the attraction. Humans see the blue rings and reach closer, not away, closer. Evolution built the perfect alarm system, and then built it to look like the most beautiful thing in the tide pool. Every documented human death from blue-ringed octopus envenomation began with someone saying, "Look how beautiful that is." Here's the detail that changes everything you think you know about this animal. The blue-ringed octopus did not evolve Tetrodotoxin. It didn't make it. It doesn't synthesize it, it farms it. Tetrodotoxin is produced by symbiotic bacteria, primarily Pseudo-Ultramonas species, living inside the octopus's salivary glands and skin. The octopus provides shelter. The bacteria produce the toxin, a biological partnership 50 million years in the making. And TTX is not unique to the blue-ringed octopus. The same toxin appears in pufferfish, in certain salamanders, in horseshoe crabs, in starfish, in flatworms, spread across species that share almost no evolutionary history. The only common thread, the bacteria. Evolution didn't invent TTX once. It discovered the bacteria, and then licensed the technology to dozens of species across hundreds of millions of years. Nature found the perfect weapon and deployed it everywhere. So what happens if you survive the first 4 minutes? Here's the brutal truth about TTX poisoning. There is no antidote. None. Not in any hospital, not in any country on Earth. The only treatment is time, and a machine that breathes for you. If someone performs CPR immediately and maintains artificial respiration until the TTX metabolizes, which takes 4 to 6 hours, full recovery is possible. The toxin doesn't destroy. Remember, it just locks. The channels eventually unlock as the TTX clears the system. No permanent damage, no long-term effects. Survive the window, and you walk away completely intact. But that window requires someone present, someone trained, someone who doesn't panic, someone who keeps breathing for another human being for up to 6 hours straight, on a beach, at a tide pool, with no equipment, no warning, no time. The mathematics of survival are almost entirely dependent on factors outside your control. In the moments immediately following a bite, you probably didn't feel. Now, the unexpected chapter. Tetrodotoxin, the same compound that can stop a human heart, is being studied as one of the most promising pain management drugs of the 21st century. Because TTX blocks sodium channels with extraordinary precision, researchers discovered it can block pain signals with equal precision, without the addiction profile of opioids, without the cognitive side effects, without the systemic damage. Clinical trials are underway for TTX as a treatment for cancer pain, for neuropathic pain, for chronic conditions that currently have no good solution. The dose, as always, makes the poison. The same molecule that shuts down a nervous system completely at microgram doses may soon be delivering targeted relief to millions of patients in carefully controlled amounts. Evolution built the weapon. Science is learning to turn it into medicine. The blue-ringed octopus may one day save more lives than it has ever taken. Let's talk about the humans who survived. In 1967, 2 Australian soldiers found a small octopus on a beach. One placed it on his arm, watched it walk across his skin. Within minutes, paralysis. His companion performed mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for hours on that beach. He survived. In 1988, A young boy in Australia was bitten while playing in a rock pool. His family didn't know what had happened. By the time they reached hospital, he had stopped breathing. Emergency ventilation saved his life. He woke up 6 hours later, asking what happened. No memory, no damage, completely intact. The documented fatalities are few, perhaps a handful confirmed globally, because the blue-ringed octopus is genuinely not aggressive. It bites only when handled, only when cornered, only when it has no choice. Every death, every close call, began with a human decision: to pick it up, to handle it, to keep it. The octopus was just defending itself, with the most efficient defense biology ever engineered. Here is what the blue-ringed octopus actually teaches us, if we're willing to listen. Evolution doesn't build weapons for the sake of destruction, it builds solutions. The TTX system is a solution to the problem of being a soft, slow, small animal in an ocean full of predators. No shell, no speed, no size. So, chemistry. The most precise chemistry on the planet. And the beauty, the electric blue warning, is not cruelty. It's communication. A last resort signal saying, please, do not make me do this. The 4-minute shutdown is not an attack, it's a wall. The last wall between a 30-gram animal and everything in the ocean that wants to eat it. We are not the target. We never were. We are simply large enough to ignore the warning, curious enough to reach closer when we should step back, and unprepared enough to discover that the most dangerous things in nature are rarely the ones that look dangerous. They're the ones that look beautiful. If this changed how you see the ocean, you need to see what's next. Subscribe. New uploads every week. The weirdest science on Earth. Explained.